What's going on? Today is What to Watch Wednesday, and we are going to be talking about a couple different cards today, some from the newer sets and some from the older sets. We got 5 from Phantasmal Flames. I'm waiting to talk about Mega Dream until we see more price or see more information come out at the end of this month. So, hopping into today, we're going to talk about. Oh, anyway, we'll get into that one. But to talk about today, we got the Ends Zekrom that was just released or leaked or whatever. That's why the image is blurry. This is from Beach. You can see the Ends Reshiram. Going off of this, me personally, I don't like it. To me, it looks like the black bolt illustration rare with Zekrom just stamped in the middle, kind of like here. I don't really like the look of it. It looks like he's just placed on top of the Pokemon. So maybe a little different. We'll see. Anyway, moving on, and I'm going to have to post edit this and put the images here because they're not on TCG Player yet. But I digress. We'll have it edited. And this is the full art, so it's not even like the illustration rare or anything. It's just a full art. Sitting at 83. We got 19 listings. It's down 3% in the last 3 months. It hasn't even been out that long. So in the last month, down 6.8. Market price is around $96. Currently, we have 19 listings. Yeah, 19 listings, lowest at 84 with 99 shipping, so 85. Me personally, it's still pre-release. This card is going to drop. I'd say probably a $25 card, in my opinion. Probably a little less. It's just a full art Charizard with the background. I think the SIR and the gold card is going to hold this set a little bit better. So once pre-release comes out, I could see this $84, $85 with shipping price drop pretty quick. Next up, we have the Meowth, which was supposed to be a promo card from Japanese set, but found out now it's in Phantasmal Flames. I personally, I do like this card, $40 with shipping included. If it stays around this price after pre-release, I will probably pick this up. For this card being around $40, it's not bad based off the nostalgic from the game. Yeah, I know it's supposed to be a promo card in Japan. That kind of hurt the value of that one. I still like the card. I think it looks pretty clean. I'm gonna pick this up. Pre-release around 40. I could see this card holding $40. Even after pre-release, it's not a bad looking card. It's pretty clean. All right, next up we got Toxtricity. $12 card. I can see it dropping a little bit closer to the Japanese counterpart after pre-release. It's not a big Pokemon. Not that many people look for Toxtricity. We're already down 16% pre-release, 27% pre-release. So I could see this card dropping a little bit more, closer to the Japanese counterpart. And next up, we have the Mega Low Punny, sitting around $90 right now. I believe this one is the SIR. So already up actually from $50 up to 56. It's still pre-sale. I can see this card coming down a little bit. This set is a Charizard set. You're not gonna change my mind about it. Any card inside this set other than the Charizard SIR, honestly, probably even if we go back to this one, the full art one, yeah, it could probably hold its value. I could be wrong. I don't know. All right, next up, first picture on TCG Player is the Mega Gengar EX, trading around $5. With Mega Dream coming out at the end of the month, and this price or this card getting its SIR finally, I feel like this card will, unless the playability changes in the meta for the TCG game, I can see this card either staying around this price or even dropping a little bit. But let's move on from the newer stuff and let's get into what to watch. Today we're going to be covering some older cards, but let's just dive in straight into it. Ungraded, we have 185 for the Pokemon Crystals Charizard. I don't really know too much about this set. I wasn't around it. I just saw how the ungraded was around 185 and the PSA is around 7,000 over the last, was it 6 years, 7 years, 6 years, 5 years, 5 years. The raw price has bounced around 131, came back down to 64, back up to 116, down to 65, back up to 130, and then back down to 70. So we can tell it seems to double price and then come back down a little bit with $20 increments above the last price. So with it now, the most recent in June during the summer was 206 and it came down to 152. So if it got up to 224, I could see this if it follows the pattern. I could see it getting down to 270 and then possibly going sideways or bouncing back up. Now, if you can grade it in a 10 and get the 7,000 back, I would hop on that. But it's not a bad buy. It seems to every time it comes back down, it either levels or it has a $20 new all-time low. So we'll see. We'll continue watching these cards and see what the next ones do. Next up, we got Brilliant Stars Charizard V Star number 18, ungraded around $8. And a 10, it's around 70. So I feel like this card could be a good to watch, mostly because Charizard's out. I'm not too big on Charizard personally. Looking at the PSA prices, overall, it had a big drop, I guess, whenever the card first came out. And it's kind of leveled around. I know it's not that big of a Charizard card. There is other better cards. But, I mean, around $13, $11 for the card that's out of print could be a good pickup, especially if the PSA 10 is only around $70. Next up, we got Origin Form Palkia V from Astral Radiance, trading around $76 raw. It was starting off at 48, and it's kind of leveled around, got down to 28, and it's kind of slowly coming back up. This one could be a good buy. The PSA 10 is only roughly around 300. Yeah, 300 last sold on the 26th of October. So this one could be good if you like Palkia and think Palkia is a good long-term investment. I don't know too much about Palkia. I don't really track specific cards for Palkia, but I will add this one to the list just based off these prices. All right, next up we got Charizard from Evolutions sitting around $55 ungraded. This one could be hard to grade, especially with the 10 being around 2,300. So the most listing sold is 24 on October 4th. So been a little bit since that last sale. As we can tell with this, the raw price kind of held out around, didn't get below $30. So with this one being around 55, it could be a good pickup still for the raw price as long as you find a clean copy. Now the PSA price during 2021, a little inflated, little inflated. But as you can tell, it slowly came down, hit the bottom of 1400. Even during the summer, where is it? Let me check the last year. Even during the summertime, it did not have. It actually came down in June, from May to June, and came back up in July. So I think if you can afford it around this price, might be pretty decent for long term hold. All right, next up, last but not least, we have the Mewtwo V from Pokemon Go. Checking out the last sold prices in a 10 around 259, 307. Ungraded is around 61. If you can find a clean copy, I'd probably pick this up because they can't do like initial releases of Pokemon Go cards anymore. They can do more Pokemon Go cards, but this is technically like first print of Pokemon Go cards. So if you think of that aspect, and if they do come out with another Pokemon Go set, I feel like these cards from this set could probably double or triple. Just depends on the card, really. So this Mewtwo V, I could see it going up if they do another Pokemon Go set. That is big speculation, as we have the anniversary set coming up next year. And I don't really see them making another Pokemon Go set card because they've already promoted it enough. But with that being said, that covers all of our cards for today. So if you like this video, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Go ahead. Let me know which card was your favorite from this video today. Let me know what cards you'd like me to look at, and give me other future video ideas. I like to know what y'all like to watch. So go ahead and also leave a comment about your favorite Pokemon. I still want to know your favorite Pokemon. I like to know. All right. Y'all have a good one, and we'll see you next time.